hate waiting to play cricket. Umpires are in no rush here, are they? But it is, the outfield's wet, boy. Real wet. So who would you bowl at the end?
Shannon and Fidel.
Yeah, but Shannon and Fidel are going to bowl the first 2 overs, and I want Shannon to bowl like if Darren Bravo or somebody comes in, I want fucking Shannon to go with them. And then obviously Callis, think about your field to Callis too. But I think it's important at the start that we try and get rid of you just because of, I mean, fuck, man. It's going to be like bowling with a fucking thick peel of soap. Okay, mate. I fucking said to myself, I'm dropping this.
I was gonna go for it here.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, now we get into a point where he's just taking the mickey out of one of the greatest spinners in the world.
I do hope people don't ever take Kevin Pietersen for granted.
Everyone says, where's your favourite place to play cricket? I mean, have a look at this. Where else better to be playing cricket? We've got a game this evening at 6 o'clock. It's now midday. We're sat on the beach doing an interview. If we wouldn't, we'd be sat on the beach suntanning, or we'd be just chilling somewhere. It is an amazing place to play cricket. You bowled me the best bumper of my career. Here, the last ball of the day. Remember, the last ball of the day has to be at the stumps. Has to be at the stumps. I go searching for the ball here. Glove off. Did I get 150 or 160? I've loved franchise cricket. I've really, really loved it. I've loved messing about with other guys from other countries and learning how to play my game the way that they play their game. I've always been a person who loves to learn about the game, who loves to see how other people do things and see if I've been doing things the right way. So it's an experience that I love, because you're always enclosed in a bubble playing for England. I mean, it's just the media are all over you. You're cooped up. You feel that constant pressure, the weight of expectation on me to score runs every single time I go out and bat. Hello, madam. I think at the ripe old age of 35, extravagant haircuts are gone. Kitty, I'm good. I got a camera crew coming in here.
Yeah?
Yeah? Thank you, sir. So short back and sides, please.
The sharing room?
Yeah, the youngsters here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the senior players. If you played international cricket, you don't.
Your days for that, though.
Yeah, they're long gone. It's 10 years ago. 2005, that stopped.
Who did you used to share with England?
Never shared with England.
Never?
No, England don't share. Can you see where the line is in my hair?
Yeah, buddy.
You can see it?
Don't worry, man.
Yeah? Huh?
You don't worry.
I'm not worrying.
Nice one.
I just don't have a mirror here, so I can't see what you're doing.
So, Kev, what's it like spending so much of your life on the road?
It is good and it is bad. The good stuff is that you are actually living a dream. Something that you've got to constantly remind yourself that you are actually in a very fortunate position, is something that a lot of other people would love to be doing. The reality of it is that you do have bad days, and you do have days where you just think, I just cannot be bothered with being on tour. And that's why it's important for people who run the teams to give players breaks, to keep them fresh. Yeah?
Oh, I find that's a damn good job.
That's quality, mate.
That would talk about.
That is quality. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, you're in the man. Nah, just really good. Huh? Oh. Wow. That's tight, bro.
Yeah. That's good, man. Very tight. It's nice to see you with clothes on, Kelly. Like it. Have a good session today, bud.
One word answers, if you can.
Are we going in the nets?
What's your biggest strength?
6 each. An over each. Oh, baby!
Training.
Kevin, fuck off, will you? You'll have 2 men there, that's out. It's a shit shot.
What's your biggest weakness?
I don't think their bowling's amazing, man.
Too honest.
Gotta get yourself in, man. You can't fucking slog.
Which comes first, you or the team?
Outstanding bowling, bud.
Team.
Excellent, mate. Yes, my boy. You and Shannon are gonna open the bowling for me. So just do what you've been doing in all your practice. HD, you little biscuit.
Who do you listen to first? Your inner self or your coach?
Fuck what that said.
You gotta get yourself on.
You have to get yourself in, mate. Exactly.
Inner self.
Yes, my boy. That's the way.
Yes or no, are you a maverick?
Got to get my feet right.
I've been asked this question so many times. What is a maverick?
My feet have got to be quicker. Fucking come on, man. All I'm doing here is I'm just checking to see if my feet are moving quickly.
Okay.
Some balls are moving really well,
Yeah.
but it's one pace. So if you change the
Mix it up a
pace,
bit, yeah.
then it makes me work harder. Good shot, feet. Practice is so much fun. I get a lot of energy out of practice. Every single training session I come just to work on my feet. I feel that if my feet are moving fine, if my feet are light at the crease, and I'm able to pick length off spinners, then I can play anything. So yeah, I'm good. Oh man, I've missed that. Jeez. I just believe that all your success comes from here, these practices. Even if the facilities aren't that great, and this wicket's probably not going to be as good as the wicket that we're going to get tomorrow, but at the end of the day, it makes your practice tough. So if you're able to come away with a good training session today, get a nice sweat on, it certainly should make tomorrow a little bit better when you get onto a good wicket. Real good, Kutoy. Outstanding, buddy. Franchise cricket came to me in 2009. I captained Callis, Dravid, Anil Kumble, Dale Steyn, Mark Boucher, all these absolute superstars. It's helped my game when I've gone through bad patches. I've been able to tap into experience from other dressing rooms. Guys, if we win the toss, we're going to look to bowl. Dapper comes in for Keddy, and Rochi's going to miss out. We've got left arm Seaman Dillon, okay? So it's his first game, so let's welcome him to the side. Hope you guys do well. Sorry to the guys who missed out today, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, franchise cricket is a fun tournament. And I also think the most important thing that it's done is it's made the younger players and the domestic structures a lot stronger in those countries, which are brilliant for those countries. And that's why England need to get it right. If England want to continue to be successful for very long periods over the next 5-10 years, they've got to catch up with the franchise system. They've got to have all the youngsters in England playing with superstars. Oh, we've got a roller. We're bowler. Well, anybody who says money, 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 it's just ridiculous because I live my life the way I want to live my life. I've also done things and I've deserved things because of performances I put on the cricket field. You don't go for that amount of money being a rubbish player. You don't consistently get picked up top of the draft or top of a franchise being a rubbish player. Coach, Delport likes pace on the ball. Delport doesn't play spin well. And Callis, because it's going to be really sticky, you put your cow corner and your long on out. I see it as a reward for putting on some hard yards and making some huge sacrifices. I sacrificed everything to leave South Africa to move to England with no friends, no family, no nothing, to go and make a career for myself. So I see these as just rewards for me making huge sacrifices to shift my life from one country to a different country, different culture, different everything, to try and learn the ropes, make friends, and at the end of the day, make it. A wide long on and a wide-ish cow. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
come to Daddy. Daddy look after you. No, Granny. No, Granny.
Here's your jumper, boy. It's going to be cold just now.
Tell Grandad to come quickly.
Dad was Afrikaans, Mum fully English. Mum lived in England for 18, 20 years, then left and went to South Africa.
Africa makes me feel happy. Africa makes me feel free. So Dylan. Say there.
What's that, Dylan? What is that one?
The smell of Africa is something that is phenomenal. Waking up every morning on safari and just walking out in my boxers onto my balcony and just smelling the bushveld was just a special smell. Oh, there's cheetah here.
Oh, yes,
Dylan, look at the cheetah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Female and 2 cubs. They say you're not born in Africa, Africa's born in you, and it's so true. Shh.
Is that the mother?
Yeah.
My heart was absolutely pounding.
We used to call him Eagle Eyes. Whenever something dropped on the carpet and somebody couldn't find him, Kevin, come here. There it is, Dad. He'd find it.
They're there. They're lying under the tree.
Something under the tree.
It's lying under the tree asleep. Look at that.
Kevin was always the focused in as far as if he asked something, he wanted an answer. You couldn't fob him off.
We were planning to go sailing at Midmar Dam, and he sort of asked me this question and said, Dad, when are we going? Are we going Saturday or are we going Sundays? I said, well, I don't really know, Kevin. He came up to me, he was very young, he took me by the chin, he looked me straight in the face and said, when? Is it Saturday or is it Sunday? He wanted to know. No grey areas in these worlds. It's either black, white, no grey areas.
And that's such a good drop in cold weather like this.
Your father just said to me, which of the big 5 do you think the boys are like?
Guess which animal, guess which one of the big 5 Kevin was. Is it the buffalo? Which one is it?
I wasn't the buffalo because I wasn't the thickest. Daddy was the leopard.
Daddy was the leopard.
Darling, what would you think I am out of the big 5?
I'm not getting involved.
Explain why you had to leave South Africa to move on with your career.
There were just obstacles which were in my way. And those obstacles made me feel that I couldn't pursue what I wanted to do as a job. I was selected for a team on a day, and then one of the players of colour who was in a different discipline in the team got injured. And they told me, no, you can't play because the next best player is in your position. So the dynamic sort of changed. And I mean, I understand transformation now. I totally get it. It definitely needed to happen at that stage. But it was an obstacle for me. And I had an opportunity to get out. It was just a punt. It really was just a punt. I got offered £15,000 to come and play cricket in England, and I thought, why not?
When you're selected for the one-day series in South Africa for the first time by England, what sort of reception are you expecting going back?
Not a good one.
The booing was unbelievable. It was deafening. I was like this. Close my ears. I think you have to be really hard to not be very emotional about it.
You can have the game, but you've got to be able to cope with it. I was out in the middle when he first came out for his first innings. Gibbering wreck, I've never seen him like that since. But he coped with it, he was not out at the end and went on to have a tremendous series. I think it was then that we realised we had a special talent.
Vorney straight away said at the start of that tour, if any fucker gives KP any grief on this trip, we go back at them as a team. And the support that whole team showed me in South Africa there made me in a way want to play that well for them because of how much support they gave me there.
There it is. There's his first 100. He really has played superbly. This is a big celebration from Pietersen.
I always wanted earrings, I always wanted tattoos, and I used to have earrings. You remember KP had his earrings in? Yeah, copied me. And then I started with a tattoo, and I got the 3 lions and the crown, and we were in South Africa, and he said, I'm going to have that tattoo. I said, what? I said, you're South African. You can't have that, your dad will kill you.
I gave Darren Goff such a hard time.
Again, it's a young man.
Yeah.
It's a young man who's going out there to find his feet in the world. For us, it's a mistake, but for him, it's a rite of passage.
It's quite strange. A lot of people have said to me over the last 18 months, just take the tattoo off, man. With the way that they've treated you over the last 2 years, you shouldn't. And that's garbage, because what I've achieved over the last 10 years, the opportunity that England have given me, I wear this with pride. I love it. It's me.
If you were to sum up in one word the Ashes 2005, what word would you pick?
Goodness.
What jumps into your head?
Unbelievable.
What a bit of batting.
I was very vocal before the 2005 Ashes series saying this guy's got to be picked because it was him or Graham Thorpe that were going to be in that side, and I came out publicly and then I saw him get picked and I was very happy for him to get picked because the international cricket needed to see Kevin Pietersen because he's such a talent.
Nice to see you. All good? Yeah. Sorry, you're training. Go horses! Are you injured again? What's happening? What? Are you just... yeah. I did think it was empty here today.
Is this a day in the life of, or is this...
It's just... I'm good. You good?
Yeah, real good.
I'm doing a documentary.
Oh, yeah, what? Panorama or something?
Undercover rogue reporter.
The real Kevin Pietersen.
Exactly.
Is it?
At this ground, this is where they say I played that life-changing innings. It was obviously on the biggest stage in probably the biggest series that I've ever played in.
There was people sitting on the roofs outside the Oval watching, and you could sense the atmosphere mounting.
I wore a ridiculous hairstyle, which unfortunately is played whenever that series comes up on the television, which I hate.
In the air, oh, what a catch!
I don't remember a hell of a lot about it because it was so quick. Vaughan hit McGrath's the mid-wicket here, and then I looked up at the television screen and Bell was out for North. So I was like, oh, Jesus, I got to get this. So I strapped that on there, wear my helmet gloves, walked out to bat, took my guard, one leg, please, Billy, took my mark, stood there, McGrath was running up. I thought, oh, he's going to attack the stumps here. 100% he's attacking the stumps, you have to. He double bluffs me, goes short, I didn't see it, hit my shoulder, and thank goodness Billy decided that it wasn't out. It was just a lovely day for batting. There was obviously a high-pressured environment. Warner's bowling from the top end, played forward to Warren, Gilchrist, Hayden dropped me, and then Lee was running in that fast spell. Lee was running in from this side here, and Warnie infamously put me down at first slip.
It was a horrible experience. And one of the people we were with actually gave me a little glass of whiskey. She says, I think you need this.
If he didn't make that big score at the Oval, people might have thought, oh, he's just a one-day cricketer. So in a funny sort of a way, it sort of worked out that it was fantastic that he did make that big score, that big 100, and people saw what a class act he is.
I remember waking up in the morning and the papers saying England needs one hero, and I was desperate to be that hero. I just wanted to be in that stage. I wanted to be the guy who did the business, and yeah, luckily, it was my day.
And that's a beautiful stroke with which to make a maiden Test century.
And you sit there and you think, wow, how big is that moment in your child's life? I mean, that was the defining moment of his life, wasn't it?
Pietersen will receive a standing ovation. He gets one from Shane Warne at the moment.
Enjoy this moment. Take it and you deserve it. Brilliant from Warnie, and I was like, okay, maybe I should. So I started waving my bat around.
It's all timed perfectly. There it is.
England have regained the Ashes.
What do you remember of the bus top tour of London?
Not a great deal. It's such a nice thing to do. It's so amazing for the fans and for the players alike. That it's one of the things which, I mean, yeah, the previous regime pissed me off because we won the Ashes in 2009. The guy should have been on an open deck bus tour going through London again then, celebrating with the fans. We were never allowed to pat ourselves on the back. We were never allowed to be happy and enjoy moments. Dunny?
Yeah?
Just pop down the barbers, please.
No, I'm growing it.
Please? I just don't see the upside from bad haircuts.
I think Kevin sometimes is too honest for his own good, and he gets misunderstood because of the difference in nationalities. Kevin can tell you he's English and he's got the 3 lions tattoo, same as me, exactly same. We had it done at the same time. But he was born in South Africa. His mum's English, his dad's African. There's a big difference there. And I think he's tried almost too hard to be English instead of just being what he is.